Welcome students. Today's topic of lesson is nature and concept of mass communication. Before we go into this topic details, let us try to understand what is mass communication. Mass communication means exchange of information with large audiences through various media. Before we go into more details, let us try to evaluate different types of media. When we talk about different types of media, we have television, film and internet. And we need to even discuss about what is the impact and reach of these mediums, whether through news, entertainment, education or sharing public opinion globally. And we also discuss about popular platforms that are existing at present, that could be Doordarshan, Zee TV, Tata Sky or Radio Mirchi or any other digital media. Why should we discuss about this? What it matters and why it matters? Essential for democracy and also for development and social awareness. So, when we talk about defining mass communication is the simplest definition of mass communication is public communication transmitted electronically or mechanically. In this way, messages are transmitted or sent to large, perhaps millions and billions of people spread across the world. And mass communication is a process in which a person or group of a people or an organization sends message through a channel of communication to a large group of unidentified and diverse people and organization. So, let us look into some key features of mass communications that are very important for us to know. Because in mass communication, messages reach millions or billions of people, and also it uses mediums like TV, radio, newspapers and social media. And you have something called like sender, you usually professional communicator. Examples for that could be journalists and TV anchors, those who present the news and all of them. And expensive process, it is expensive process because it shows also gives feedback, because the feedback is also sometimes slow and delayed in mass communication field. So, some of the examples of this could be like TV news, radio shows or social media trends. Now, coming to the nature of mass communication. Why is it important to know about the nature of the mass communication? You will understand with this. First of all, let us discuss about the types of mass communication. The basic two types, which are internal and external mass communication. And also we have something called like commercial and social awareness communication. If we talk about internal communication happen within the organization. Like in the organization, you have a reporters, CEOs, sub-editors and all of them. How do they communicate? And when it talks about external communication, it reaches the general public like you and me who are reading the newspaper, getting information from TV ads and newspapers. There is other type of communication also that I was talking, which is the commercial and social awareness communication. Commercial advertising and media for revenue, these all are the common things where you see the advertisements in the mass communication and people buy products and all that. So, where there is money involved, that is considered as a commercial communication. When it comes to social awareness programs, you must be reading so many news and stories about public service messages for social awareness, whatever political activities the political leaders take up for public benefit, all that will be covered in the social awareness programs. Sometimes individual organizations also conduct social awareness programs that also will be covered in the mass media. So, mass communication balances all business needs and also the social responsibility. Now, we will discuss about the functions of mass communication. Basic functions of mass communication are very important to know. What are they? One is information, education and entertainment. When we talk about information, media gives you information through news and updates. There is an event happened and it is covered through news. That could be elections, sports or disasters. When it comes to education, it gives you information on educated related topics, something on health. People needs to know if it is a COVID time, what kind of educational knowledge you should have, or about agriculture, new products or anything, that also will be provided. Or if it is a social issues, any kind of disasters or vaccinations, polio vaccine information, all this is about the educating people about how they should protect themselves from something which is needed. Then comes entertainment. There's no life without entertainment, and every time we have so many movies and all of them also coming. So you have movies, new TV shows and music and advertisements, all this come into the functions of entertainment. There is another important function of mass communication, that is surveillance. Surveillance means a job of a watchdog, as warning people with some kind of alerts or disasters or any war kind of conditions are existing, how aware you have to be, any climatic changes, if there is a floods coming, now we have a severe heat conditions, how you should protect yourself from all that is provided through this. And instrumental surveillance is about the stock marketing information, new trends or daily life updates are provided with this type of function that mass communication does. Now, mass communication also has another duty of giving interpretations and analysis. When you have interpretations, how these interpretations are provided is with the help of editorials and articles where professionals will write about the information that is given in the news and other sections. They discuss, and experts' opinions are provided in a deeper insights into the news and events also. Now, there is another important function that is conducted by the mass communication, that is the transformation of values. When media shapes social norms and role models and also provides cultural values, we learn something from media. Whatever we watch, we take information from that, and then we will also take the information and implement and get inspired also. So, it shapes our thought process and helps create a common societal understanding. You build your opinions about the issues that are happening around you by watching the news or by watching any entertainment programs. And also there is another important function, that is linkage function. What does it mean? It connects society by generating discussions and also forming communities and mobilizing actions. There are certain social issues which are highlighted in the newspapers and news organizations, because of which people come together, they discuss about it, and they will try to give more information related to that and fight for whatever they think is important. So, now we will get into another important level of communication, that is mass communication as distinct or different from other forms of communication. This topic gives you more understanding about mass communication in comparison with other means of communication. Mass communication is normally the transmission of message, as just now we discussed, to many persons at a time is called a mass communication. So, at one particular time the information is received by many people is considered as mass communication. So, based on this, it has built certain characteristics. So, what are those characteristics? And let us see those features of mass communication also. As I have already told, it reaches a large number of audiences at single point of a time. So, you don't know what kind of audiences you have, because your target audiences are many, and scattered audiences also. You may have an audience who are well educated, some of them are not educated, some of them are professionals, some of them are students. So, scattered audiences are also available. Now, then comes the use of different channels. So, mass communication includes, as I just now told you, includes television, radio and other all forms of magazines and everything. So, mass communication system uses the various types of these media vehicles, we call them, or also channels, such as radio, TV and magazines. So, you choose whichever is convenient for you, and then you get the information through that. So, this is one of the characteristics of it. And also there is no direct feedback. Can you ever get back to the writer directly, because whatever you get from mass communication? Not really. You cannot reach them. Even though you write letters to editor, it is not guaranteed that it is read by the person who has written. You may probably reach the organization, but you cannot directly meet the person whoever has gathered information and presented the information. So, the direct feedback is not so easily possible. That is one of the features of mass communication. And also use of technology. Now it is a world of technology where technology is growing like anything. So even the field of mass communication has adopted this technology. So mass communication system uses this modern technology in the process of production and dissemination of the message to be sent to the people in a very effective way. So these all are the basic characteristics that mass communication has. Talking about mass media. Now I have been talking about mass communication. Now let me talk about mass media also. What is mass media? Mass media is used for mass communication. So all the media channels that are used to give mass communication are mass media channels. So reaching a large number of audiences, as I told you, it is one of the characteristics of mass media, which includes even traditional media, something like TV, radio, newspapers and cinema, and also new media, which is latest trends of internet, social media, mobile phones and satellites. So few well-known authors and writers, related theorists related to the mass communication, have defined mass communication in various forms. To mention one about that is the definition of BRAOU. A mass medium is a group organized around a device to circulate the same message to a large number of people. So we read Hindu newspaper or Times of India, whatever they write, the same paper goes to a villager, an educator, a person who is in the city, a person who is in any other remote area also. So that is what this definition is also trying to explain us, that it reaches a group or organized around a device to circulate some message, same message. So the message goes to many people at one point of time with different platforms. This is what the definition that has been given by BRAOU. Now key features of mass media also is very important for us to understand. What are they? They disseminate information. What they spread the information. The core purpose is to give news. Every day some or the other development keep happening, and it is a duty of the journalist to make note of all that and provide it to the people, and also educate them and create public awareness, make them be aware of the policies that are being taken by the government, make them aware about the kind of new developments that are being taken care, all that. At the same time, it also has, mass media has the same kind of functions that we have for mass communication. As I told you, it entertains and influences. Today we have so many film stars who are very popular, and we not only watch their films, but we also try to see them, how they behave in their personal life, or how they are doing charity work and all that. All that information you get through not only from films, even on television and also at various digital content platforms. So it entertains and also influences public and also shapes public opinion. This is a very big feature of a mass media, because as you develop your opinions towards a political leader or a political party, so as you vote for your leaders. So public opinion is an important element and also feature of a mass media that is covering social and political and also cultural issues, and then it acts as a bridge between government and business and people. So basically government makes certain decisions for people and people has to voice out, and they use media for that. Government wanted to clarify those important information, they clarify through the same media. So the media works as a bridge between the government and as well as the people. In between you have advertisers who help the media organization to survive, and also they get benefited out of it, and we get to know the products and everything. Now let us discuss about why is mass media important. They require a group of people to organize and administrate, to produce, distribute and constantly maintain a working order, the whole setup of say a studio or transmitting center or even a publishing houses. At the same time, yet another feature of the mass media is that they are founded and on an idea of a mass production and also mass distribution, that marks of the industry society as well. So mass media is important for the society. There are different forms of mass media. As I told you, we talk about newspapers. Newspaper is the oldest form of communication where we have information, advertisement and opinions that are provided. And if we talk about newspaper has contributed a lot during before the independence and after the independence, especially in India, where people like Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Bal Gangadhar Tilak and Mahatma Gandhi, who have come up with wonderful newspapers like Young India, Harijan, and all of them have contributed for the development as well as the freedom of India. Now today newspapers give us lot of information and provide us required guidance that is required. Next comes in the row is the wireless communication. Wireless communication, when we discuss the origin of a communication, two inventions. Two inventions were mentioned. The first one was the efforts of the Samuel Morse and sending the message using the code in 1835. Later on, the international Morse code was developed in 1851. Until recently, we had the electronic telegraph of Morse to send the messages across the continent. In course of the time, the messages could be sent without using any wires or cables. So the cell phone that we have used today is one of the best examples for wireless communication. Then comes photography. Photography, everybody does it today. They love using photographs, taking photographs, posting them on the social media, taking images, producing them. There is a lot of history about photography. This is one of the types of the mass media communications. And in the 19th century, by two people from France, Joseph Nifsy and also Louis, are the people who have come up with these photography techniques. And till a few years back, we were taking black and white photographs, but now you have colorful photographs with lot of features, and many things are available in the market with very expensive at the same time and also inexpensive for certain set of people who can also enjoy the freedom of photography. Then comes the field of film. Film, as we talk about the evolution of the motion picture, there is a big history about the films that is there, where we have pioneer cinemas have been taken at the international level and national level. In India, the films are always associated with Lumiere brothers, together brought the movie pictures to the India, making the beginning of the Indian cinema. And early Indian films like Raja Harishchandra is the first Indian motion picture by Doordarshan, and also by the Dada Saheb Phalke, Alam Ara, or the another movies that are there, very wonderful movies on whose names the industry is surviving today, and film is one of the important areas that is necessary. We talk about cinema in India. Cinema's role in society in the early films were based on the mythology, and later we have social issues also taken up. Something like poverty, inequalities and freedom struggles were also depicted in Indian cinema, that we have many in our list. And even today cinema reflects traditions and contemporary themes and have gone even at the Oscar levels. The rise of the Indian stars and the actors influences public opinions and also fashion and social trends that we always watch even on the TV and even on the social media platforms. And technological advancements, something on the digital technology and even the transmission of film making. Now we have animations, VFX and so many movies that are coming, and people are liking them and accepting them nationally and internationally also. Films now reach audience beyond the theaters through OTT platforms. There's so many movies which are just coming to the OTT platforms within no time. So the impact of cinema is huge on audiences and continues to be a powerful tool for entertainment and education, and also especially social change. So audiences get connected easily with the cinema, and who are your favorite film stars, and all these things come into our minds when we talk about cinema. And cinemas remain a major influence in our daily life, and that defines, sometimes our time pass also. Now we talk about radio and television. Radio is always a powerful medium because it's all about audio, and from the time when it introduced in 1920s, the first formal radio stations were also established in Bombay. It just did not stop there. It has continued to all the states, and now radio is available not only just with handhold radio. You have even in your mobile phones, your cars, your vehicles, even in this social media digital age also we have radios very popular, used by youngsters as well. Coming to the television is always a popular medium. From 1920 by Louis Bade, from there onwards we have television existing, and today there were so many experiments, and color television which was introduced in 1982. So many developments have taken up. Satellite technology has come, digital technology has come. Now presently we have OTT platforms. All these things are existing, but still television exists in the society and is serving its best to the society. Then comes the present trend, which is new media, emerging due to the advancement of the computers and the information technology in the society, includes the digital media and communication networks and IT based platforms also led to the media convergence. Media convergence means something like you have so many other media included in the digital media. Like for example, if you go for a blog, you can add a video there, you can add a photo there, you can add a text there, you can also add only voice to that and have a linkages also. So those many advantages are there in one particular platform, combining the print, photo, film, music, radio and even television to that particular new media platform that you are using. So the internet and the World Wide Web revolutionized the mass communication field. So these are the some very important fields that exist. And coming to the characteristics, communication is mostly one way, whether it is print, radio and television. But when it comes to internet, it is definitely interactive media. So that's why it is very popular. Whereas audience has a great deal of choice. I want to watch a TV, television or a newspaper or print media, that is your choice. But you get the news in all these platforms, and also it reaches, as I told you, a huge number of people at the same time and attracts the larger audience and influences society for a change and influences people for the good. Advantages, as it's been told, it is the fastest medium to reach. You get the information just happened and you will have all the information with you. At the same time, it is easily accessible. It is available even in your mobile phones these days. So it is easily accessible and very attractive by nature. So the kind of visuals are there, the kind of colorful text they give, all that is a advantage. And good means of social development also. It encourages and motivates us. So coming to the limitations, but the mass media do have certain limitations. The fact of monitoring media and access to the themes is still restricted because of certain particular reasons. Whereas you have poverty, low literacy level and accessibility to certain things, certain regional languages has a more access, and some cases people are illiterate to read a newspaper. In some cases there is no connectivity for television. In some cases there is no possibility to get the signals. There are so many rural areas where you still don't get the internet signal. So it is not easily accessible for majority of the people, and sometimes it's a costly manner for some people. Though people are able to afford a mobile phone, but still there are certain things that you have to add on additionally to get the access to them. So that is also a challenge for some people, may not be for all, and technical issues are always there, getting a signal and other things. So these are some of the limitations. Coming to the process of communication, media is the popular popular and also in the world of medium, where the means of communication is also called as a channels of communication. So we have a very good structure in the process that was explained by the Loswell. So that is what is important thing for us to know. It is also about the elements of mass communication. The one is who is the person who is communicating. In our case, if I am the communicator, so then I become the who. Same as says what. So what are they saying? Whatever message that you get through the entertainment platforms is the message. Then in which channel, whether I am using a newspaper, radio or a TV or internet, what is the channel, and for whom it is meant for. It is the receivers, that is you. So the audience or the receivers are the message is reaching, and through with what effect. After you listen to this or after you watch a program, you have some impact on your mind. That is called as the impact of the message. So changing opinions based on that particular impact or having influenced by something is the impact. So that is the process of communication. When we talk about interactive communication, so interactive communication is the latest trend of mass communication. So where you have a new media existing, and there you have different types of communications come into this picture, where we have the interpersonal communication, where one-to-one communication plays a important role, where, and also if I am talking directly to you, I have a greater scope to explain you and give you feedback and clarify your doubts. Whereas if it is a group communication, I have a bunch of people where I can do a video call or a messaging call where I have 3-4 people. Of course the communication can be direct also. Then there are key features which are asymmetric and also media transformation. There are now, because it's a new media and interactive media, where you have a pay-per-view services available in the media. Now coming to the mass media in a democratic society like a developing country like India. India is a democratic country and media plays a crucial role because citizens enabling them to make the information choices and act as a watchdog. There are so many issues in the society that needs to be focused, and encourage transparency and public participation is very important to achieve the development, and discussions on the crucial issues is also important. So here comes the point of freedom of expression and editorial independency. This point is widely discussed in a country like India because suppression of ideas is always done. So media must be free from government control and even private channel control. They should be having a freedom to express and give right information to the people, essential for promoting diverse opinions and also credible voices. Do not suppress the people's voice, then real achievement of development cannot be possible. So the acts of public sphere where citizens debate societal issues and also threats, the media is shifting towards promoting private interest over the public welfare. So lot of paid promotions are also seen in these days, where regular media channels write about the kind of a information that is not needed for regular purpose. Now coming to the India in a democracy, as I told you, India follows a liberal democratic model with a separation of powers. So whereas a competitive party system ensures the free speech and public discourse, and also media plays a crucial role in this. So challenges is ownership, where you have a ownership of various people in the company, so their opinions reflect more than what people require. And beyond news and media, education and upliftment of the society is a responsibility of media in India, and development journalism plays a very highlights the grassroots of the issues and also shapes public opinion, because media makes opinions among the minds of the people, and public policy makers address these critical issues concerns is a important thing. So challenges faced by the media in developing nations, it is that state controls the media, risk becoming a government mutual mouthpiece, and also private ownership is another problem, and sensationalism is another tactic that is used. So there is a need for stronger self regulations and also monitoring agencies like Press Council of India, who promote the freedom of press. So there are concepts like promote media in democracies with good governance, something like giving a freedom to the press, giving investigative journalism a scope, and public information platforms. Accountability and transparency is another important thing. Now, it is important to understand, dear students, that mass communication is an integral part of modern society, and it influences our cultural, politics and social changes. So, technology is adding to the existing media, and people get communication and consume media and continue to transform our lives. We are doing that. While mass communication presents challenges, it also offers opportunities to knowledge sharing, engaging and progress. Understanding its functions is important. Effects and future trends can help us individuals to organize, navigate the ever-changing media landscape very effectively. Thank you so much.